What's up, team, and welcome back to yet another podcast. Today, we're going to be talking all about pull-ups, and we're not going to really be talking about actually the process of getting your pull-up. We're going to be talking about how mastering your pull-up can actually change your life. I know you might be like, wow, Angela, that's a bit dramatic to say, but I want to get a little bit into the backstory of why I chose pull-ups as one of the things that I love teaching people, and also what I have seen it do to so many people's lives when they finally conquer it. So let's get right into it. So, why pull-ups, right? So, obviously I'm known as the four-time American Ninja Warrior. So pulling up is like one of those things that I just love. And when I was, coaching at my own gym, and I used to own my gym back in the day, there were so many women that would come to me and be like, you know what, I would really love to conquer a pull-up. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like what kind of things have you been doing? They always say the stuff like I've gone the assistant bands, I've done this, and I just feel like I'm frustrated and I feel like I'm never going to get it. But they said that they feel like this is a really, really far out there goal that they really want to achieve, and they wanted to figure out how to get there. And so that's exactly something that the processes that I would take them through. So we would start very simple in the bar, like just have you hang on the bar and just kind of see where you're at, get kind of comfortable on it. And then, week after week, we would add a little bit extra of things and strength stuff so that you can finally conquer it. So what I started seeing while I was doing that was a few different things. One of them was, you first start off and you're looking at this bar and you're just like, this is like, how am I going to get my chin above it? Like, how is this going to actually happen? And you almost feel like you really doubt yourself. Like, this is an impossible thing that I'm never going to be able to do, especially when you jump up there and you're not able to do anything. But then week after week, right? You start to do a few little things. You start to see small little wins, right? You start to realize, wow, I can actually hang on the bar a little bit longer than I was before. Or hey, when I pull up, my elbows are bending slightly. So you start to realize these small little wins along the journey. And then you have the frustrating moments. You have the frustrating moments where you feel like you're doing pretty good the week before it. And then all of a sudden, like you jump up and you're not going anywhere. And you're like, what the hell? Like, why me? So it really tests you. It really, really tests you. So three things I want to go through again. This move is doing something that you've never thought you can do, and it translates into so many areas of your life. How many times have you looked at something and been like, I don't know if I'm able to do that? It's not just a pull up, it's so many other things. So by just working on your pull up and getting one step closer and doing small little steps in order to get and finally conquer the pull up is the same exact way you should approach things in life. In life. Yes, you see your task. You're like, that is my impossible task that I'm trying to get to. But you break it up into smaller little steps and smaller little wins, and you celebrate the wins on the way. You celebrate the journeys on the way. And just like anything in life, you're going to celebrate those little steps, and then you might have a step back, right? You might have things that defeat you. You might have things that come in and are like, oh, like this is like so frustrating, right? And that is life. The whole entirety of getting your pull up is the same exact translation to life. And that's why I encourage so many people to try it, especially if they feel like it's impossible. Because once you get one step further in one piece of your life, like just doing your pull up, everything else in life is going to seem so much more possible. It is not just about getting the pull up. It is so much more than that. And how many times have we been told, especially as females, that we're not strong enough to get the pull up? And like, oh, you can just go back and like, when we grew up, we did the national and presidential fitness awards. And I remember them being like, all right, guys, do the pull ups, and girls, you can do like the hang if you want. And it's like, why not? Why not us? Why not have us? So we've been told from the beginning that we weren't strong enough to do it. Right. And instead of being like, okay, you're right, I'm not strong enough to do it, so I'm just going to do this other thing. What if you just said to yourself, I'm going to try it. I'm going to have little small steps every single day in order to get me there. And again, it is going to translate into other things in your life that you feel like you never were able to do. Another thing a pull-up helps with is patience and consistency. Let me tell you, if you want to get your pull-up, if you want to get some other places in life, if you want to get on the cover of a magazine, if you want to get that new job, you have got to be consistent. I think consistency is what wins all. You have to be consistent. You have to show up. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the time. It does not just come to you. Things do not just come to you. You have to put the work in. And again, do small little things. And again, you might actually hear this cat meowing in the background, by the way. That is actually a cat, like babysitting a kitten. But It's teaching you that things take time. Things take time, especially the hard things, especially the most rewarding things. It takes time. It's not an instantaneous success type of thing. And you have to be patient with it and you have to be consistent. You especially need to be consistent on those days that you don't want to show up. You have to be consistent on those days where you show up and it's not going as well as planned, right? You have to just continue to show up day after day. And that consistency, again, translates into life. Another reason I love pull up so much, it's one of those things where it's you do and then you believe later. You do. You just show up every day, you do it. And it's you tell yourself it's not a matter of if I'm going to get this pull up, it's a matter of when I'm going to get this pull up. And it's again the same thing in life. If you're consistent with things, if you keep putting your energy in things, if you are putting yourself in the right areas for any kind of goals that you have in life, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. You just have to keep showing up. And with your pull up, with things in life, things are going to happen when they're supposed to. And you're going to understand why. So many things that I've seen when I finally see someone get their chin above the bar for a pull up is, again, it translates into other areas. I see them brighten up. I see that they are more confident. I see that they feel better about their bodies. They feel better about other things that they can do in life. They become a go-getter. I mean, this strength of pulling your entire body weight up, it is just so powerful. And it is so much more than just a pull-up. Okay. So if you're thinking about getting your pull-up and you're thinking that this is something that you want to achieve, I encourage you to go for it, to put the time in it and do it, because again, it's going to help you with so many things. We actually have in my Pull-Up Revolution program, we do mindset stuff, which I think is really, really important. It's taking you through the process of shifting your negative thoughts and things like that. Because just like anywhere along your journey, just like in a pull up, you're going to have those negative thoughts. You're going to have those moments where, again, you're feeling great. You're showing up. You're like, I got this. And you're going to have days where you're like, this is never going to happen for me. And you start thinking horrible things. So shifting that negative thought into a positive thoughts, being excited about those small little steps, those small little wins that you are making each day, each time that you come in, and not just thinking of the pull up or anything that you're going to as being that end goal, about thinking about those in betweens that are really, really major in your life. So I've helped over like 500 women get their pull-ups at this point now. One of my favorite stories was actually with Liz Plosser. She's the editor and chief of Women's Health Magazine. She came to me and said, I want to get my pull-up. She's like, but I have to get it in 14 days. So I'm like, you know what? I was like, if you're willing to get your pull-up, we can do it. You can totally do it in 14 days. I was like, but how much time are you personally willing to commit to your goal? How much time are you willing to show up? Are you willing to put in some extra hours in to actually make it happen? And she's like, I'm ready. So she would come in to see me. I think it was like 2 to 3 times a week in person where we'd actually do stuff. But then I was giving her homework assignments on the side that she was showing up for and conquering and actually doing. And it was pretty great. Along her journey, though, she came through so many different highs and lows, right? So first of all, she started on the bar, just like hanging, not being able to do the pull up. And then day after day, she would come in, she would get frustrated some days, being like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But then she kept showing up and she kept coming in. She kept trying it. She kept hanging on things outside her fire escape, all sorts of stuff like that. And she even had moments where, she had things happen to her where she broke her sacrum and things like that. A lot of different things happened, but she kept showing up every single day. And now she's able to go from 0 to 10 pull-ups. And how powerful is that? And when I saw her get that first pull-up, it was super powerful. The smile you see on your face, it is just such a game changer. And just seeing the grit and determination she had is the same grit and determination that she brings into her everyday life. It is not just, again, about the pull-up. It is about so much more than that. So if you're really looking to like transform your body, you want to transform your body, you want to get tight and toned, great. If you're going to transform your life, let's get a pull up. Like, let's get a pull up and do it, because you're going to transform. Your whole body's going to transform, and your mind and your mindset is going to transform as well. So big advocate of pull-ups. I created Pull-Up Revolution because there was nothing out there like it. I would go online and I'd see like tips and tricks for getting pull-ups, but nothing that really I felt like was actually helping, really actually helping people with, they would give you like the simple drills, right? Obviously like the hanging, great. But then like an eccentric, that's great. But like a lot of people can't do that yet, right? So that might be actually pretty hard to do. So I wanted to create something that was going to revolutionize the way people feel about their body, especially women. I wanted to come in there as, somebody who there's a lot of guys out there who come in and are trying to teach it, and it can be a little bit intimidating. I wanted to create that something really special where you're coming in and you're leaving again feeling super confident, and it's not just about the pull-up. So that's exactly why I created the program. So my Pull-Up Revolution program, I actually do it once every 3 months. And we do coaching. And the best part about the coaching is that we go through, again, all the mindset stuff. We teach you your pull-up. We help you along this highs and lows of your journey. And we have calls every single Sunday where we actually hang out and talk. And we do workouts. We go through all the stuff that you're doing. So you get that extra support that, you might need, because there's a lot of times, and I have programs like this, right? I have 2 other programs that you can just do on your own time, which is great, right? But it's great to have the support. It's great to go through it with somebody. And again, it completely transforms your mind. And every single person who has gone through the program has said that. Like, this is so much more than just getting your pull up. And it is. So really proud of this program, really proud of the stuff that I put in there. So again, if this is something that you're interested in, make sure that you apply for coaching, or that you grab one of the programs, and you can always message me or send me a video of your pull-up so we could take a look at it and see where you're at now and where you want to go. And again, break it down into small little steps. And then you can use that to translate into other things that you want to do in your life. So anyways, you can probably tell the passion that I have for pull-ups right here, right here. You can probably tell. And every time that I watch someone get a pull-up, it is so much cooler than watching a transformation photo. I mean, a transformation photo is great. A before and after picture, awesome. But like a before and after pull-up, man, that is just amazing. I love watching a before and after pull-up. So anyways, I hope this podcast is helpful for you. I hope that it allows you to see that you can break things down into smaller steps, that you can't just only focus on the end goal. There's the in-betweens that really matter, that patience and consistency go a long, long way. And that a lot of times you just got to do it and then believe it later. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure that you maybe share one of your favorite pieces about this, or maybe share something, one of the goals that you have that you feel like is impossible that you want to get to. And if you want to be a part of the pull-up program, feel free to message me or sign up for the wait list for coaching. I will help you get that pull-up if that's a dream that you have, and I will help you become more confident and feel better in the process.